I'm ready.
That's not what I was supposed to do. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff and Michael from Achievement Hunter. And Michael, this is NBA 2K12.
Is it really?
Yes, and you know why I brought you on for this?
Why is that?
Because you're the world's biggest sports fan.
Yeah. What's up, sports fans?
What's your gamer score?
It's like just under 120,000.
120,000. How many sports games in that 120,000?
Maybe 4.
What would those be?
That would be NHL 2K7.
Okay.
Maybe like 2.
What's the other one?
I have backyard football.
Oh, okay,
There's
good.
like 500
So
points in that.
all the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Not a Madden to be found.
All right, well, for those that are uninitiated like you, this is basketball.
Okay.
Right, you get the orange ball,
Right.
and then tall people put it in a hole.
I've heard sometimes there can be shorter people, but they have to be extra good.
They have to be, they have to have like cybernetic implants to jump. Yeah.
Is that regulation? Is that allowed?
It's like steroids in baseball.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So
you look
everybody
the other
does it,
way
nobody just talks
until
about
Roger Clemens bangs a 14-year-old, and then suddenly it's a big deal, and we got to go talk to Congress. Anyway, I'm sorry, allegedly bangs a 14-year-old.
There you go.
Anyway, so this is this game, NBA 2K12,
Right.
which is the 2K franchise version of NBA,
All right.
is so much better than the EA version. They stopped making the EA version.
Really?
Temporarily, you might not know this, while they retool it. What EA has over 2K in football, 2K has over EA in basketball. So it's like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know if you're familiar with that
I
phrase.
have no idea what that means. Is that English?
You know. So you learn something new every day. Maybe you don't, but a lot of people do. Okay, so this game, very, very good. Typical basketball game. That's for you.
That's going to be all the whole this is.
It's got dynasties and training camps. So you can learn how to play, and it's got this thing that you might like, not really, called the Association, where you can start an online league with 29 of your closest friends.
Oh, wow.
Or or like in your case, you and Brown Man or Ray playing 29 teams,
Right.
Because have you ever met 29 people in your life? Do you think? Not at once. I mean, cumulatively over your 24 years or whatever.
No.
Think back. No, it's a shame. But don't give up yet. Hold out hope.
We got time.
There are people out there that you could meet that might like you.
Well,
Yeah, that's all right. Let's not get.
don't lie to me.
I shouldn't sugarcoat it. It's going to be a rough road for you. Anyway, so it's got all the typical stuff that the basketball games, its predecessor has. But the cool thing about this one is it has this thing that you'll love called NBA's Greatest, where you can play these challenges and unlock some of the greatest NBA teams of all time. Like, say, if you're a fan of the 86 Celtics, and I know you are,
Right.
you can play them versus the Hawks, win the game, and you can unlock the 86 Celtics and play as Larry Bird all day long. You could be all like, hey, look at me, I'm Danny Ainge shooting threes and whining about stuff, and I'm an awkward Kevin McHale. I look like that dude from the Munsters, and that whole thing. So that's pretty cool.
Larry Bird's a white guy, right?
Only on the outside.
I knew that.
You did know. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. You and I should always do videos together,
Especially
about stuff
on
we don't care
sports
about.
games.
Yeah, we're both so invested in it. In addition, there's this thing that I found that was pretty cool called, and I know that you'll also like it. It's called NBA Blacktop. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, on NBA Blacktop, there's I assume a black top. You play outside.
I'm going to stop you now. Yes, there was a popular game called NBA Street that was pretty cool.
Heard of it.
So kind of like a more robust version of NBA Jam, which I'm sure you've also...
Like power-ups and whatnot in there?
Power-ups and whatnot and stuff. Yeah, well, this game just incorporates basically NBA Street, but they call it NBA Blacktop.
Right.
And it's like 4-on-4, 3-on-3, like blacktop basketball, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of variety in this game, as it were. You would literally never get bored of playing it. Mostly because you would never start playing it, but your average basketball fan would find a lot of good things.
Replayability is there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. And let's go over some of the achievements before we kill each other.
Let's do it.
All right. So first up, you got to get this out of the way. The Sprite Slam Cam. Get the Sprite Slam Cam replay after a dunk with LeBron James. Everybody knows how much we at Achievement Hunter love branded achievements.
Right.
If we don't get an Old Spice or a Sprite or some kind of advertisement telling us...
Facebook.
Or a Facebook, or mayonnaise, or whatever the fuck it is.
Mayonnaise.
The Miracle
Mayonnaise
Whip. If we don't get at least one advertisement for a product that we should buy in our sports game, we're unhappy.
It's just really not a guide before that.
Right. It's just,
Or a
it's
video.
true. Also, come fly with me. Purchase Michael Jordan's dunk package in my player mode. I just like that Michael Jordan package were in the same sentence. You know, because you gotta wonder. You wonder. He's like 6'8", right? 6'6". What's going on over there? I don't know. I'd like to know. I think about it sometimes.
I think a lot of people would like to know.
I think a lot of people like to know too. All right, let's go on to the next one, which is Block Party, which is one of the more annoying achievements in all of the basketball games, which is to record 10 blocks in a single game. Luckily, it doesn't have to be with the same character, but I don't know if, well, I do know you've never had to try to block somebody in a basketball game. It's not easy, and it's not easy to do it 10 times.
What if, like, the guy you're trying to block is, like, Odd Job? Would that be easier?
It would, if only, maybe they'll put Odd Job in NBA 2K13. And we'll get lucky that year. 4-point line. Pull off a successful 4-point play with any player in a non-simulated game. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Do you know how to make a 4-point play?
Not at all.
Get fouled while shooting a 3-pointer, sink the 3-pointer, then you get one free throw, 4-point play.
Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
It's pretty awesome. It's extensive knowledge of sports you have. All right, next up is Hold the Fat Lady. Start the fourth period losing by 10 or more points and win with any team in a non-simulated game. So
the picture is a fat lady.
She's about to sing.
Yeah.
Not yet, but soon. All right, next up, Buzzer Beater. Make a game-winning shot with no time left on the clock in a non-simulated game. Pretty standard. There's a lot of those achievements. And then the Sega trophy-style achievement, the whole shebang, earn every other achievement in NBA 2K12. That's their way of syncing PS3 trophies with Xbox 360 achievements and doing even less work.
Yeah.
So
I don't like those achievements.
You don't like the get every other achievement. Getting every other achievement gives you a free achievement.
Either give me more points on the other ones or just one less achievement.
I agree. It's kind of a bullshit thing, but they seem to be happening more and more often these days. So there you go. NBA 2K12. It's one of those things with every sports iteration. If you bought last year's version, maybe you don't need to get this year's, but you probably will want to anyway. You will. You want 1,000 points.
Who gets them like every year and like waits every 2 years? Anyone?
Nobody does that. Communists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.